Okay, so let's really talk about lack for a second. Lack is not what we all know it to be, which is this thing that, we're meant to be afraid of. We feel like we're without, whatever the case is. The idea that we must look at lack from a different perspective is so important to me and important into my heart because as someone who has been a certified lacker, okay, I don't know if any of y'all are certified lackers, but I've been a certified lacker for a long time. And in the midst of my lacking phases and my extreme success phases, I've learned one thing. Every time I found myself in lack, I always ended up finding that there was opportunity there that I just wasn't seeing. It's almost like without something being taken away, I couldn't see what I needed to see. However, the thing that keeps us stuck in lack the most is ego. Our ego, our it's supposed to be this way, our need for things to go a certain way usually is what keeps us in lack. The idea that we can't accept lack for exactly what it is in order for us to learn what we need to learn. Instead, we stay in the frustration of it, the fear of it, the aggravation of it. We try to avoid it. We try to get away from it. We try to run. We do all of these things. And I realized the one thing that got me out of my lack days was acceptance, was letting go of the ego. It was releasing this idea that I had to like fight this time, that this time was bad, instead of embracing the idea that this might be an opportunity for me to really move into the new. And every single time, I mean it, every single time I finally got myself to a place of saying, okay, I accept this for exactly what it is. I accept my situation for what it is. I accept this time for what it is. I'm allowing myself to fully embrace this time of my life. No matter what it is that I was lacking, I always ended up seeing the clarity in it, the lesson in it, and I always ended up moving forward much faster and much easier considering I let go of the idea that I was lacking anything or that things were supposed to be another way. When we're okay with the idea that what we're lacking or whatever isn't going the way we want it to go is the exact right way that it needs to go, we start to open ourselves up to different possibilities. The more focus you give something, the more attention and energy and effort it actually has from you. And so therefore, you can't see anything else. If you are staring at one thing and one thing only, yes, maybe with your peripheral vision, you can see some of the other stuff, but that's not where your focus is at. So even if you might see something, you may miss it. If you see a bird passing by, you may miss the color of the bird, the type of bird, exactly the details of that bird, because your focus is so on the cat that you are staring at, right? And what happens when you just allow yourself to just say, although I wanted a dog, I'm sitting here with a cat. It's not what I wanted. Weird example, but just, bear with me. It's not what I wanted. I didn't ask for a cat, but that's what I have. Okay, I'm going to accept this for exactly what it is because maybe there's a reason why this cat is here. Maybe there's a reason why I'm connected to this cat, whatever. And you let go of the fear around it, the supposed to be, the this is how life is supposed to go down, and oh my God, I didn't get X, Y, and Z. And you kind of let go of the emotions that keep you in this like doubt phase or this like low vibe and just accept it for what it is and take away all the meanings that you're giving it because it's all meaning, right? Whenever we are going through something we don't like, we're giving it meaning. We're simply just saying, oh, this is why I'm going through this, or this is not supposed to be this way, right? Because it doesn't feel good, or because it's not what I wanted, or because it's just not meant to be exactly what, it is. And so when we take away that meaning, we take away our ego, we allow ourselves to simply accept the situation, what happens is you now take your focus off of your perception of it and your definition of what's going on, and you now accept the universe's reason for having you go through or experiencing what it is that you're going through. And now your mind is open to what's really going on. Your energy is open to what's really going on. Instead of being so focused on the cat, when that bird passes by, you're not in this position of being like, I'm supposed to figure this cat out. You're looking at the bird. And interestingly enough, because you've allowed yourself to shift your view and look at that bird, all of a sudden that bird has this deep meaning to you where you're just like, you know, something about having this cat does mean something to me because I know birds to mean freedom. And even though I wanted a dog does mean a lot more responsibility than I actually have or can provide right now. And to have a cat right now is giving me the opportunity to start being responsible for something else and also be very happy about my own independence. Interestingly enough, the universe will start to give you signs, synchronicities, and things that are going to explain to you why the thing you want didn't show up, why you're lacking in the areas that you're lacking in, and what it's helping you do. Because although you may want the dog, The cat is preparing you for the type of responsibility the dog comes with, because a dog is just a little bit more responsibility. And the only thing it needs you to do is let go of what's supposed to happen in your own brain, let go of all of the feelings of negativity that you are feeling towards the thing that's happening. And once you let it go and accept the situation for what it is, you will, no matter what, see the opportunity. And this right here is the key. This is the key. This is the key. This is the key to abundance mindset. This is the key to truly being able to move through life, because it doesn't matter how much you have. It doesn't matter how good things are. It doesn't matter how great life becomes. The reality is, if you deal with your lack situations the same way, if you deal with scarcity the same way, you still have the same mindset around things not going the way you want it to go, you're always going to feel the same. You can have $5 million, but now you have a millionaire's problem. Do you see what I'm saying? Your problems don't necessarily go away. Life's problems don't necessarily go away. We always have problems we're coming up with. That's why so many businesses can be born. So many inventors can be born. So many different things are constantly happening. We're seeing the world invent so many different things. That's happening because of the simple fact that we're always, as humans, trying to evolve. And so therefore we always see the problem. We can always find the problem. And if you decide to look for a problem, you're going to find it. That's the one promise that I know that the universe provides us with, is you're going to find the problem that you're looking for. Like, if you're looking for a problem, you want to find a problem, you're going to find it. It's like literally meeting someone who is fantastic, is amazing, is like the best of the best. You're meeting them and you think they're fantastic, and you're like, but what's wrong with them? You start asking that question, the universe will show you. Now all of a sudden you don't like their feet. Now all of a sudden you don't like, the way that they laugh, or the way that they say a specific word. It's very easy to find problems, but how you handle the problems is really where the power is. And we give our power up way too much with our lack mentality. That scarcity mindset really has us thinking that we're stuck in a rut. And because we think that, we believe that, because we believe that, we operate in that way. And so therefore, even if there's a way out, you can't see it. Even if the divine's trying to open your mind up to something new, you won't allow yourself to actually go towards that new thing. If God himself is giving you the key to a new way to do things, you're not looking at it from that perspective, because you are so certain, so sure that you are lacking, that something is wrong, that something is off. Boo bop sugar pie honey bun, I'm telling you, lack is opportunity. And if you keep seeing lack the same way, as scarce, as something that you're in need of, or it's not going the right way, or it's the worst thing in the world, you are going to continue to experience the worst things in the world. The key here is to see lack as working for you consistently. And yes, I know you've heard the whole it's working for me, not to me, or it's happening for me, not to me, right? But I'm saying, like, it's not even about what is happening, it's about what it's doing. It's working for you. It's working in direct correlation with what you are manifesting in your life. It's working in direct correlation with what it is you're calling into your life. It's working in direct correlation with the parts of you that needs to grow in your life. One way or another, whatever you are lacking is working for you. It's working to make room for what you're calling in. It's working to do so many different things to change your mindset. It's working to help you get accustomed with a certain type of lifestyle, because that's the lifestyle you're moving into very soon. Whenever we lose something, it is always helping us. It is always working for us. It's literally your employee. Every single time you're lacking, every time you look around and you're in this scarce space, or you feel like there's an area of your life that's scarce, it's working for you. It is literally an employee, and it's listening to what it is that you need. It's listening to what it is that you're asking for, and it is doing it in the best way it knows how, by either taking something away, removing something so that you can see something very clearly. Because the reality is, as much as we claim that, well, I could do both, I could see something clearly and also I don't have to get it taken away. The reality is that if that were true, then you would already have done the thing. You wouldn't be in this position where you need to find it. So usually when something gets taken away, it's because A, it doesn't fit the life that you're living anymore, or it's trying to get you to see something that you cannot see because your focus is only over here. And I'm telling you, as someone who has experienced lack in so many areas of my life, I've experienced some extreme ups and some really harsh lows. I'm telling you right now, that is always, always it. It is always a situation where lack is always giving you an opportunity. an opportunity to do something different, to see something different, to experience something different. Like a lot of people don't even realize that when you're over here praying and manifesting, miracles show up in your life. Those miracles that you want to have show up in your life show up in many very different ways. So when you're, questioning your divine team, or you're questioning whether or not miracles exist, or whatever the case may be, the way that the miracle is going to come in is the exact thing that you're lacking, is the exact thing that the miracle kind of happens in. So if they take something away from you, like let's say, you get a pay cut at work, in your head, in your mind, you're like, this is the worst thing that could ever happen. But what you don't understand, or what you don't know that your divine team is doing, that God is doing for you, is there's something happening here where that pay cut is giving you more time because you're not working as many hours. That more time is allowing you to find your purpose that you have been praying and begging God to provide you the opportunity to do. And the only reason why you haven't taken that class or went to that event or gone towards these people is because you're always working. You're going to see it from the perspective of, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is happening. I have bills to pay. How am I going to get by, et cetera, et cetera. And you're staying there. And that's the problem you're trying to solve. When in reality, the reason why this pay cut happened in the first place is so that you can tap into your purpose, which means that you do have to go have that fun. You do have to go take that random class. You do have to tap into hobbies that have nothing to do with paying your bills. And what you don't realize is when you tap into that hobby, you tap into that purpose, money will flow to you like there's no tomorrow, more than this job could have ever given you. A miracle will happen in your purpose, but you're too stuck looking at the job because it's supposed to go a certain way, because you are afraid of what may happen in the future. You are scared of the bills being paid, and that fear is keeping you stuck in one place. Lack of any sort is giving you opportunity, no matter how scary it is, no matter how tough it is, no matter how difficult it is. And sometimes the thing that is teaching you is just straight up gratitude. Sometimes it's helping you understand how grateful you truly are. If you're somebody that struggles with gratitude, or you're like, I don't even know how I could be grateful for my life, or grateful for this, or whatever the case is, and then something gets taken away, as much as you're like, how can I be grateful when things keep happening to me? It's giving you an opportunity to see things from a different perspective. If something keeps getting taken away from you, if people, let's say, keeps walking away from you, it's giving you an opportunity to be really grateful for the ones that don't, for the ones that stick around, for the ones that show up, but you're focused on the ones that walk away. Your focus is what makes lack feel the worst. And if you're focusing on lack, as missing out, as not having, then yes, it is going to feel dire. But if you focus on lack as, oh, this is an opportunity, it doesn't mean that the hurt of the lack doesn't actually matter. It does. You must feel it. You must go through it, because that vulnerability and those feelings are also a part of the entire process. It's doing that for a reason. You have to feel those feelings for a reason. However, if you live there and you only see things from the worst perspective, then you're really not seeing the opportunity it's providing. Sometimes it's providing you an opportunity to simply be grateful. It's providing you an opportunity to see where your flaws come in. It's providing you an opportunity to see other options. It's providing you an opportunity to connect with other energies and people and situations and things, right? Lack as a whole, no matter what, is always providing you an opportunity. But your focus, how you are seeing it, your ego, and what you're holding on to will tell you otherwise. So the mindset around lack, yes, that jump to abundance is so important. Having an abundance mindset is so important, but there is a middle ground that I see realists have an issue with, which is, I'm looking at my reality. How can I sit here and talk about all the money that I have when I literally need X amount of money to pay my bill, or X amount of this, that, and a third to do X, Y, and Z? The reality is yes, reality is constantly showing you what isn't there, because as humans, we always want more. We can win $50 billion right now, but if the car we really want happens to be $60 billion, we still don't think we have enough. That's how we work. It just is what it is. However, if we start seeing what we're lacking as an opportunity to shift something, see something differently, move in a different way, will naturally be an abundance mindset, because seeing things as opportunity naturally puts you in a position of feeling the challenge of it, naturally puts you in a position of saying, you know what, some way, somehow, I'm going to figure this out. Some way, somehow, I'm going to get to the next step. It puts you in this optimistic energy. And the issue with lack is lack allows us to stay pessimistic. But when we look at it as opportunity, we become optimistic, literally, right? So this is how I want you to start looking at lack. I want you to start saying, like, literally do this exercise. I want you to look at one area in your life that you feel like you're lacking. So that could be your finances, that could be friends and family, people in your life. That could be, if you feel like you're lacking confidence. Whatever it is that you're lacking, and instead of affirming yourself to death that you have more than enough, or instead of, doing all of the manifestation techniques, I want you to try a moment of just saying, what's the benefit of this lack, right? What is the benefit of lacking confidence right now? What is me not having confidence truly helping me do or see, or whatever the case is? And truthfully, sit with that. And if you don't know, like, literally ask me. I'd be more than happy to help you with whatever it is that you're going through. But lacking confidence, even if it seems like, there's no way that could be helpful, there's no way that could be X, Y, and Z, but lacking confidence means that you get to be a great observer and listener, because people that aren't so confident, they're not interested in talking as much. They kind of listen and take things in. It's also giving you an opportunity to recognize that you lack confidence and gain it, right? So lacking confidence is simply just giving you an opportunity to gain confidence, to decide that you want to move differently, to decide that you're going to do things differently. It's giving you multiple opportunities to assert yourself in places that you want to or feel like you should assert yourself. So that alone is like really kind of straightforward and in your face, but it can also be an opportunity for you to get to know and understand introverts, right? To understand, people who are just a little bit more to themselves. There's so many opportunities that are sitting in that lack, and there's something that you personally are learning in your own life, and only you can really say what that is. So take a moment to look at the places where you're lacking, and instead of coming down on yourself, instead of manifesting different, instead of trying to move in a different direction, don't. Give yourself a moment to sit with that lack and ask yourself, what's the benefit in this, right? What's the opportunity in this lack? What am I learning from this? And I guarantee you, you will start to shift your mindset naturally, because you can see the truth in it all. And it is going to take a level of like opening your mind up, because if you are a stickler that this lack could in no way be giving you an opportunity, this won't work. And also, my content will be for you. You feel me? However, in every situation, no matter what, there is always opportunity. Always, 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 no matter how dire, from grief to financial issues, there is always an opportunity in it. And I guarantee you, in your situation, there's an opportunity there too. So let me know how that activity goes. Let me know what it is that you feel like you're lacking, that you just feel like there's no way there's a positive in that one. Send it to me via my email, and I'd be more than happy to explain, or make a video about it if you're open to that, about why and how this lack is giving you an opportunity to X, Y, and Z. So until next time, baby, we'll talk soon.